Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for Queendom 2. Again, it's the weekly rendezvous. So this week's lineup, we have Kepler, who will be performing Pool Party, Rolling Right Now, originally by... Wait. Pool Party by Brave Girls? But like Rolling Right Now? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'll figure it out later. Anyways, then we have BBG, who will be covering Unnatural, originally by 우주소녀, and then finally Hyolyn, who will be covering So What, originally from Luna. I, for one, wished Kepler would have gone for something more hip-hop. I will never shut up about Deepened by Brave Girls. I feel like Deepened is a gem. And I'm not gonna lie, I really wished Kepler would have gone for Deepened. Pool Party is good, like don't get me wrong, Pool Party is good. It's got that retro, you know, roller skating, retro environment type of thing. That, I like that song, I like Rollin', but Deepened, like they don't do it like this anymore. Anyways, that's just like my greedy brain speaking right now. I would have loved to see Kepler covering Deepened. Then BBG covering Unnatural is yet another scenario that I did not imagine. Then again, it's not like I pondered, you know, hours and hours on what song they would choose, but Unnatural is not the one that I think I would have settled my mind on. Though I have to say that it is such a great pick. Unnatural by 우주소녀 is actually one of my favorite songs of this. I even bought the album just because I loved it so much. Right here is the only 우주소녀 album that I ever gotten, and it was because of that concept. So it just goes to show how much I love that song. I'm curious to see if they will go for the same more mature concept that 우주소녀 have shown with that concept. Then lastly, you know, Hyolyn with Luna. So, you know, it's something quite inconceivable almost, because she will be performing a song that was meant for 12 members, right? So like on her own, she will have to cover all of that. And not that I'm like doubting she will be able to do it, it's just like the idea in itself is still pretty mind-boggling. Like I could never. So anyways, I think we're gonna start with Kepler first, and then BBG, and then Hyolyn, in that order. So without any further ado, Pool Party, Rolling Right Now. Aha, I had to add that I really hope that this week, I hope they were given more money, basically more budget, to make the stage come to life. Like I said last time, their, like, what is it? Charisma on stage was, you know, amazing and everything, but the rest was so lackluster that it pulled the whole performance down, in my opinion. That's why right now I say that I'm really hoping that, you know, more was put into it. So without any further ado, let's go. She looks like a freaking like Disney princess, you know, like Alice in Wonderland. Oh no, Wendy in Peter Pan. She looks like that. Okay. Magic. Watch her change clothes. There we go. Oh, Ariel? Wait, is this like... Why was the camera there? Excuse me? I'm just about to go on a plane, go to South Korea and complain. Hey! Oh my! So this is a mashup. Ay. If you weren't convinced that I had beef with the camera work before, I'm gonna throw hands. Oh! That's so cool. This almost sounds like, oh. Oh, now we're talking. Yes. Okay, she did that. You know, this sounds like one of those American movie teen com with like a mermaid. You know what I mean? I hate the camera work. So it really was like a, what is it? Oh my gosh, that is my Ariel. Like, I don't care what everyone says. Shouting is the superior Ariel, period. I know last time I said that I would just run with the idea that I just know that I will dislike the camera work. I know that I said that. And I was really hoping not to get too worked up because of the camera work, but why do I have a feeling that Mnet is almost like sabotaging them? Like, what the hell? Okay, let me start by saying that I like seeing how much more there was in this stage. Like, there was so much more in terms of props, in terms of like even the concept in itself, the core concept. I feel like it has been executed more thoroughly, if that makes sense, compared to the first stage where it was like a straightforward concept with not much layers to, you know, unravel. This one here, it really felt like it was layers after layers. You know, there was always something to undo and then more to discover, if that makes sense, within this Disney concept. I really like it, actually. Also them, I suppose, settling for like the whole Ariel, which is something that I'm like assuming, because I mean that's what I got from this. I got Ariel, like like the Little Mermaid concept, which would fit the pool party just because there's water. I guess is my conclusion. It's like, because there's water, it must be the Little Mermaid, right? Like with the bubbles and everything and the LED screens behind them, right? Yeah, with the mirror, you know what I would have loved to see? A scene of, I don't know who, doesn't matter which member, but like, you know, with a fork. Like, that would have been the level of detail that would have maybe made the concept more recognizable. I am rewatching this, you know, as I'm giving my commentary, and explain to me why we almost see more of the public than them. Like, there are moments where clearly they're looking in front of them and the camera is filming from the side. So like there's this part, I think with Taeyeon, she's singing and she's surrounded by the backup dancers, which one of them is actually shooting bubbles from like a water gun, right? But why do we need to see this as an audience? Wouldn't it make more sense for us to see that scene from right in front of her? So like we would see the bubble like coming from behind her instead of like seeing the... I am furious. They do not deserve this. And I really apologize because I know that my banter about the whole camera thing gets old. I understand it is, but I can't even pretend that this is like good camera work. Like, no, just know that and we're gonna move on. I love the fact that because we're underwater and the color palette is blue, I love that they went for the pink outfits to give that contrast, you know. Also, it's really giving like Barbie doll, you know, especially here, for instance, with the blonde hair and everything. Like that, like visual wise, they can't do wrong. I like how Hikaru is on this little thing and she's being dragged. I like it. It's dynamic and everything. Like there's so many moments that are very, very good, but I'm sorry to bring it up again, but the camera work, like some of these scenes and like portion of the stage in the performance and everything should have looked seamless. Instead, because of the camera choices, angles, and I don't know, timing, it almost looks messy sometimes. Again, not because of the girls, but because there's a disconnect between what they wanted to portray and how it is being translated on screen through the camera lens. How did Diane get on that box thing? How did she get there? Throughout the whole stage, there are props and everything that are being used well. You know, for instance, here, that scene that I have right here on my screen is the scene where shouting is being like, you know, wrapped in that big bubble or whatever. But what's bugging me is that we get to see the prop. It's not a pretty prop. It looks out of place. Basically, if I have to sum up this stage, I would have to say that the concept is amazing. I love the Little Mermaid concept, like Disney princess thing. It's like bringing out my inner child, you know, and I freaking love it. I really enjoy the concept. The fact that the song is not just a remix of one song, but it's actually a mashup of like Pool Party and Rollin' is brilliant. I'm not sure I really remember the song, to be fair, because the original Rollin' is like so ingrained in my brain. So all I can say as far as the remix mashup goes is that I enjoyed it. You know, it was fresh, it was bubbly. It really reminded me, like I said, of a rom-com teen movie, American movie, you know, where the main character is like a mermaid and she falls in love with, I don't know, the quarterback of very basic, you know, storyline of like an American rom-com movie. So I enjoyed it. Now, regarding the execution of the stage, it almost feels like the effort that the girls put into it once again has been undermined. I don't know if this is the correct term here, but like it hasn't come off as I'm sure they wished it would have. Basically, the way I see it, when you have a stage with so many effects and props or like key points and impactful moment that you want the public to remember, you know, after you finish performing, the coordination of everything on stage should be seamless. Here, it wasn't. Again, I'm speaking about that scene here where, you know, Shouting and Mashiro, I think, are dancing, and then Diane is still on that box and we see her get down of it. It's those little things where I'm like, we shouldn't be seeing that. We also shouldn't be seeing the prop that they used to create that big ass bubble. It kind of like breaks the magic of seeing the thing happen. The members look incredible. The LED screens are very greatly used this time around. And yet, okay, let me bring out again my ranking system thing. Concept, remix, and stage. The concept, like I said, I really like it. I'm gonna give it like a 4.5. The whole like Little Mermaid, I wish maybe we could have seen more sequin to make it look like the mermaid tail. Then again, I'm only saying these because I'm guessing that this was based on the Little Mermaid. So if it's not, I am sounding really ridiculous right now, but bear with me. You know, I really like that dance break part. The only thing is that I don't understand how it correlates to the concept, but they look good. They look good. Shouting center at that moment is killer. Like her power, the backflip that she did, Like she did that. Finally of the stage is really pretty as well, with the confettis, them being on the second stage, and then we have this Disney thing. Okay, it's really pretty. Also the heart type of thing. Pretty. So like yeah, concept wise I would give it a 4.5. The remix, it's a little forgettable. Like I said, like I don't remember much of it, though I appreciate the effort of making it a mashup and making it sound not like the original at all. So for that reason I will probably give it like a 4. The stage, oh my god, the stage, it's really frustrating because once again I'm put in this spot where I cannot hold the girls accountable for how the stage translates on screen. But it's also such like a big factor. I don't know how to score this. I don't know. I seriously believe that whoever is coordinating all of this is partially at fault for making the stage look so messy. Once again, it's like the girls, they give it their all and you can tell and everything. Okay, I'm gonna give it like a 3.5 as of now, and we'll see once I check the whole episode whether my opinion changes. I love these girls to death, but so far so much is going against them. This is honestly very sad because they deserve better. Anyways, I want to be able to only talk about positive things and everything, but I've got beef. Let's move on to BBG now with Unnatural. Like I said, I love this song. The concept was so much more mature and like femme fatale, you know? Well, if you know me, you know that this is definitely up my alley. This is everything that I love, and BBG as BBG haven't shown that more mature femme fatale image of them just yet. I'm curious to see what route they have chosen for this. So without any further ado, let's go. Three roses, okay. 3 different colors as well, meaning they all have different flavors. Oh. So Spanish twist? Are they gonna do some flamenco in there? Like, what is it? I love that. Oh, that's so cool. Come on, Cindy, f up. Let's go. Let's go. She's rapping. Weirdly enough, this song is like has a Spanish twist, but they're giving French cabaret. Oh. Where's Shinbi though? Alright! That's what I'm saying. They're giving me more French cabaret that... Oh. They kept a little bit of the original choreography, didn't they? Oof. Oh, do you know what this is giving a little bit? What is it? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Oh, wow. That was very Asian of me to do that. I'm sorry. Yeah, Lady Marmalade. This is giving me that, I think. I don't know why. Anyways, I mean, when I say I think they're giving it a Spanish twist, I hope I'm correct. It could be Latin too, but I'm not sure. I'm just assuming because I don't know better. So if it's not right, please correct me in the comments. Yeah. I love the twist, whether you might be considered Spanish or Latin or whatever. I absolutely adore it. I think it gives the song a lot more heat, weirdly enough. And even though they kept the more mature femme fatale, seductress, temptress almost concept, you know, from the original, they went for a different route. This one is a slow build-up. I feel like the first time the chorus dropped, it almost felt a little bit flat, but then, you know, it went crescendo. So like it's really just one of those tempo that is that is purposefully slow, and the build-up is also slower than the original song. But I think it allows them to create this atmosphere of like slowly creeping in on you and like slowly seducting you, if that makes sense. So even though I was expecting the chorus to hit a little harder, I understand the artistic choice, I suppose, to do it the way they did. Now, you know, the whole thing with, I think it's Una at the end dancing with a male dancer. I wish we could actually have seen some of that duo moment with all of the girls, because if I'm not mistaken, you know, either in Spain or South America, there exist those dances that are performed as a couple. And I almost wished that we could have seen those moments more, like couple dance in here. So like as far as concept goes, I really enjoyed the more, what is it, sensual twist that they gave the song. And honestly, visual wise, you can't go wrong with like black, red, fire and roses, right? It's a classic, you know, you can't go wrong with that. So obviously they look so incredibly stunning. I really like how they ditched the skirt or whatever they had before that. Although I have to say that I don't see the storyline. I don't know if it's just a concept that they went for without any storyline, or if there's one, I don't see it. So I guess for concept, I will give it like a 4 because I enjoy the visual of it, but I don't see any depth to it, if that makes sense. I don't see a storyline here. Like I see a concept that has been delivered from beginning to the end with different variation and everything, but I don't see any depth to it, meaning I don't see like a storyline necessarily. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 for now. The remix, I really like it. I really like this more slow build up and more slow approach to it, more sensual, more seductive. I really like it. I'm gonna give it like 4.5 because I feel like it could grow even more on me. And I know that one of the mistakes that I made last week already, which I will keep on doing this mistake because otherwise it wouldn't be fair for the 3 previous stages that I reacted to last week, you know, is I didn't take into consideration the groups making the song theirs, if that makes sense. So yeah, since I didn't do it for the 3 stages from last week, I'm not going to do it right now, but I don't think the song has changed tremendously, but I do think that they have appropriated it enough for the mission to be successful, to be considered a success, if that makes sense. So yeah, 4.5 for the remix. This stage, there has been 1 or 2 moments where I was like, why is the camera there? Especially with Shinbi's like solo dance. It was a little bit like, what the fuck are you doing, camera? But I will give it a 4. I will give it a 4. I think that will be it for BBG. Now we will go to Hyolyn and check her stage with So What. So she chose to cover Luna, and So What is a bold choice, I feel like. I don't know how exactly she's gonna appropriate that song. Once again, it's one of those questions where I'm like, I'm not doubting that she will be able to do it. It's more me being curious about her vision and how she executed that vision of hers. So Hyolyn, So What? Let's go. I'm excited for this. Oh shit. Okay. Right off the bat, okay, she did not come to play. Is a Catwoman? Oh my god, are you kidding me? That is so incredibly hot. As if I wasn't already so much in love with her, she has to go looking like this and doing this. Hell yeah. She's actually giving me goosebumps. Oh! She's insane. This is so unfair. This is her show, okay? This is not Queendom anymore. This is oh. Okay, props to the dancers too. Girl, have some mercy. Look at her dominate this. Look at her. Oh. Please have some mercy on me. On the other participants too, because like if the other participants are in a very fast car towards the #1 spot, Hyolyn is in a rocket. Like she's not even like it's incomprehensible how she's leaving me speechless, because her mind and her vision, her execution, me giving her a full score for this, like a all kill, perfect all kill, wouldn't even come close to doing her justice. So like I usually rank 5, something out of 5. But for her, I feel like I should give it like 100 out of 5 or something like that. Like my ranking system, she broke it. I cannot fathom the idea of actually giving her a score out of 5, because that wouldn't be fair. Like she smashed it. She weirdly makes it look easy. Why? How? Explain to me how her mind works, because I would like to have just like a small percentage of her mind, just to be able to get the idea of, brilliancy, like genius. I do not know how she got the idea of doing the whole Catwoman thing. It's freaking fantastic. So the concept, like, obviously I will give it like a 5. Obviously we'll be giving her like a 5 out of 5 for all of them, but like I wish to give her so much more, because last week I gave a no kill to Luna too, but I somehow feel like this deserves even more than that. No, like I absolutely loved Luna's stage, but this one, she knocked it out of the park. Is that even a thing? Is that even a saying? Whatever. She nailed it. Stage presence, charisma, storyline, concept. It's brilliant all throughout. Also, when we think of live stages, you can't go wrong. Like, this is Hyolyn we're talking about. Like, so far, she's the only one, in my eyes, that is thinking out of the box. Who else would have thought of coming down on stage, on a freaking, what do you even call these? I don't know what you call these, but that's brilliant. Like acrobacies, please. I love how she used So Bad, but a little bit of Paint the Town as well. Like, so obviously, since my ranking system is only out of 5, I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 for everything. 5 out of 5, but like I said, I wish to give her so much more. So like, if I have to rank all of these stages, Hyolyn would come on first, like easily. I love all these girls, but like Hyolyn is just, she's in a league of her own, and so Hyolyn #1, then Luna for sure. Who would I? Ooh, I would probably put Brave Girls still in #3. Damn, after that it gets hard. I think 4th I would give it to BBG, then Kepler, and then Nuju Sonia. Like, I'm looking back on the scores that I've given them last week, and I think it's how mathematically it should be. But like the two last spots, it's like, you know, it's really hard. Anyways, the only certain thing that I can tell you right now is that Hyolyn and Luna are my 1 and 2. There you go. The rest, no, I'm pretty set on Brave Girls number 32 though. The rest is just math here, so I'm not quite sure. But anyways, I will be checking out the episode on Patreon as soon as I can. Please remember that everything that I say in this video is my personal opinion only. If you wish to share yours, please be respectful when doing so in the comments, and I will see you next week. Or if you want to join me on Patreon, then the link will be in the description box below. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!